Hey everyone, I'm Gianna and welcome to A Day in My Life. In this special PC3 presentation, our PM class presents a fun look at what some of our new staff members do every day. Our first year students put these projects together to show what their daily routines are like and help us all get to know each other a little better. So sit back and enjoy A Day in My Life, PM edition.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is A Day in My Life. I like to start off my day with a bowl of cereal to really get me going. I then get changed into my clothes for today. Oh, look at that handsome boy. He's looking absolutely fabulous. I then pack my lunch to make sure I have all my nutrition for when I go through my school day. I then grab my backpack and I walk out to the bus. After my 4 classes in the morning, I head to my vocational class at Porter County Career Center. As soon as I get home, I start working on my neglected homework, being a very good academic weapon. But then I throw it away, because now it's time for me to study my Bible. After that, I take a quick shower. I then brush my teeth. And then to relax after a stressful day, I play a bit of my game to really just relax myself. Ah, so calming. I then get sent to the basement for yelling at my game because my parents are very strict. I then head to bed, and that's a day in my life.
Welcome to my day in the life. First thing I do when I wake up is wake up. And then after that, I will scroll on TikTok for a couple hours, like one usually does. And then I will decide to be productive and I'll get dressed and read a book. My sister will be bugging me, so I go and play chess. She's not very good, but neither am I, but she's getting better because I'm teaching her, and she's doing pretty well. After that, I saw my uncle's dog, Mozzie. Isn't he cute? And then I watched my sister and my uncle play football together. I go back inside after a little while after football and eat some cake. And then after cake and talking for a little while, I'll go back home and watch some How I Met Your Mother. After How I Met Your Mother, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day, so I go to bed. That's all my day in the life. Thanks for watching.
To start off my day in the life, I usually wake up at 7 in the morning on Sunday. It usually takes me a minute because I am not the morning person, but as soon as I fully wake up, I play with my new kitten, Mr. Moon. He's honestly so fun to play with, but sometimes he'll just bite you. After that, I head to the bathroom to brush my teeth because I am not having morning breath over here. Ew. I then put my contacts in, which usually take me a hot minute because they never want to cooperate and they're just so annoying. I then head back to my room so I can go to my closet and pick out my church outfit, which is usually a hoodie and leggings. And yeah, I know, it honestly could be better. I head downstairs after that to put my shoes on, which are my Birks. I love these things so much, but they honestly are like way outdated and I need a new pair so bad. I then head out to my car so that I can drive to church and I make sure I don't hit anyone on the way because that would make for a very interesting Sunday. After that, I head back home from church and make sure I do my homework immediately because I get assigned so much homework and it takes me forever. After that, I head downstairs to eat my dinner, which was a Cobb salad because it's so good. I had chicken, lettuce, cheese, and a little bit of bacon. I love the cheese part the best because I'm just a cheese fiend. I then head back upstairs to go to sleep and sleep through all my alarms for school the next day. Thank you for joining me. That's my day in the life.
Hi, this is my Day in the Life project, and I'm Andrew Coyne, as shown in this photo. I start off my day by grabbing my phone and turning off my alarm and checking my socials, as most teenagers do, before I go and pick out my clothes for the day. I like having fun with fashion, and I have a lot of different clothes, so there's a lot to choose from. Then I, practice normal hygienic measures like brushing my teeth and shaving and showering and putting on deodorant, as you should, to smell good. Then I grab my keys and my wallet, and then I head out for the day. I drive myself to school, and I jam out all the time on the way there before I have a productive day by watching movies. Right now I'm watching this Lego Pharrell Williams movie, which I've really been enjoying. The soundtrack is awesome. And I also sleep in school, because you can never have too much rest as a growing boy. Then I drive myself home after a productive day, and then when I'm at home, I like to work on music of my own, producing and all that comes with it. Right now I'm learning to teach myself how to play the keyboard, so I also do that while I'm working on music. After that, I cook myself dinner, which I live off of carbs, so usually it's like a mac and cheese box or ramen or something of that such. Then I proceed to eat it in my kitchen with bad lighting so you can't really see my face. After a hard day, I go to bed and I get ready for the day tomorrow.
And that was a day in the life of Andrew Coyne.
After snoozing my alarms over and over again, I eventually get out of bed. I brush my teeth, put contacts in, change, do my hair, all that jazz. I say goodbye to my cats and get in my car for school. But, of course, I have to put my jams on first. Driving to school, sometimes I'll get a coffee, especially on Mondays. I then park in my senior parking spot, head into my usual schedule of just 3 classes: English, orchestra, and an easy math class. After those classes, I head on the bus to go to my vocational. It's about a 20-minute ride with my lovely boyfriend. Then we head into the radio TV vocational and spend a couple of hours there. We head back on the bus to the high school, then over to robotics. We're on 2567A, and there's our 2 other members, Inka and Zoe. I notebook for the team, so I do all of the organization for us. After I'm done with robotics, I head off to the library where I'll do even more notebooking. It's either the library or where I work in the afternoons or nights, but today is just a library notebooking day. I'll head home now before the library closes for the night. The little but not so little town I live in is perfect for taking night rides in. On these rides, I listen to a lot of my favorite music as well. When I'm home, I just take a shower, brush my teeth, and I hop on a call with my lovely boyfriend to watch him play games. And then it's lights out.
This is a day of my life. So first I wake up and then I check my phone where I have no notifications because I have no friends. And then I run upstairs and look in my closet to pick out an outfit for the day. And then I'm put on deodorant and I brush my teeth, just getting ready for school to go and see everybody, all my friends, and get through all my classes. Then I have to pack my bag, make sure I have my iPad because we use our iPads every day. And then I get in my car and I start driving. I'm usually jamming out to some fire songs and it's a fun drive. And then as soon as I get to school, I have to walk like a mile. It's a long walk around that building. And then I get to go and see my aunt who works at the school. She's a culinary teacher, with some of my buddies and say hi and talk to them. I go through the rest of my classes and then I drive home where I go and eat some lunch before I have to go back out to my vocational classes. But once I get to vocational, I get to see my best buddy, Mr. Swinford. And then I get to see all my friends that are in my radio and TV class and the cool teachers there. And after that, I have to leave and go to football practice where I practice hard and make plays happen. And then I go home and I shower. And then I FaceTime my best friend. And I get a little workout in. And then I have to make my protein shake for the next day. And then I do a little bit of homework. I brush my teeth again. And then I go to sleep. And that's a day in the life of Nico.
Hello, this is Winter, and welcome to a day of my life. First thing I do is I get out of the Porter County Career Center and my class, TV and radio class there. I get in my truck. Around this time, sometimes I'll head to a couple different card shops before I head home, and usually park behind my garage. And then I come in, set down my stuff. I turn on my PC and start to relax a little bit. And usually around this time, I'll start playing some games, but today I picked up some packs and wanted to open them. One of the packs I picked up was a Magic the Gathering Foundations pack. It's usually 20 cards from a specific mana color from the game. This one was a red pack, based around like reversing spells and countering stuff and copying some spells, stuff like that. And it was pretty cool. I put those cards away in my binder, and then I went downstairs to go eat. This is around the time I take out garbage as well, especially on Mondays. And then I played some Deltarune and some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This was a really good time. I got some really good clips off. I do this pretty much every day, pretty much. I'm practicing for some competitive tournaments and playing for my school's team. So Ridley and Cloud are two of my big characters, but around this time I start to head to bed. This is like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock-ish, depending on the day.
I begin my day by finishing up my math homework. Then I leave my room to go say hi to all my lovely dogs after getting dressed. I say hi to my Ludwig, my Roxy, Fred, and Charlie. During this time, I usually also brush my teeth, put my shoes on, and get ready to go out the door to start my car. I will then drive to go get my morning coffee, and then head to school to meet some of my friends. I have a few classes during the day: English, government, math, and astronomy. I finish up my government class by looking at my college future before seeing all my friends back at lunch. I didn't eat that day as I was too excited, but then we get into my car and we drive off to go to vocational. We stop at the Family Express to get some snacks and drinks while my friends fight. I drop off one of my friends as he goes to Vail, and then I arrive at vocational for the day. I have a game that day, so I head back and then start getting ready for my game by getting ice from the school and then helping out with auditions that day. We head on to the bus to go against River Forest, where I make my first goal, which is pretty exciting because I'm usually in the goal. After that, I head home and eat some dinner, and then I go back to my room and I pass out.
Here I am, ready for the day, about to walk out to my car and go get Dunkin' before today because it's the last full day of the week and it sounded good. Here I am in the car, just thinking about what I need to do today before walking up to the door and going to my first hour, which is physics. Then my second hour at homology, and my third hour had a test, so here's us in the hallway. And after my study hall, where I leave and sit at home for a good 10 minutes before getting back in my car and driving to vocational. Then I leave vocational and I see my friends while we eat food and talk for the night.
This is day in the life of Chloe, and I wake up and complain about getting up, but at the shower, so I'm gonna go do that. And after my shower, I brush and blow dry my hair and get my shoes on, and I leave to go pick up my friend Simon, and we go to the lovely Valpo High School. And we get there early and we sit in our old English teacher's room, and I don't really have that many classes because after lunch I go to my favorite part of my day, which is vocational. And I'm gonna be late because it's 11:41. And after vocational, I pick up my friends, but one of them texted me saying that they want fries from McDonald's, so I'm gonna go do that. And she acquired her McDonald's, and then we go to Simon's house and raid his fridge. and wait for his brother to get home while he does chores. And she's actually scared of this vacuum cleaner for some reason, but she's going home, so it's okay.
Bye, Piper. I love you.
Bye, Piper.
And we're gonna go to McDonald's because we're hungry. And then I had to go to Walmart and get my mom crumble cookie and take him home. And my mom's home. Yay! And I'm gonna try to remove the red from my hair. And it took like 2 hours, and we just ate crumble cookie. And it's time to go rinse out this hair. And my cat just waits at the end of the stairs. And I'm gonna go take gummies because I'm tired. And I'm gonna go to bed. That was Day in the Life.
Hello everyone, this is my day in the life of Andrew Copeland. I start my day bright and early at 6 in the morning, trying not to hit my head.
Good morning, world. Ow, oh, ow.
To save time in the morning, I usually shower and brush my teeth at the same time. After my shower, I get dressed and prepare myself for the day ahead. You can never forget the most important meal of the day, cereal. No milk for me today. After breakfast, I make my way to school in my car.
What did you get in my car? Hey, you don't know how to drive. You're gonna miss the bus.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can't drive, so I have to catch the bus. After barely catching the bus, I have a short day at school before heading over to my vocational. On the vocational bus, I get to sit with my amazing girlfriend, Kaylin. At the vocational, I make sure to get all my work done. Well, most of the time. Once I get home from school, I take a second to connect with nature. And look out for Bigfoot. To wrap up my day, I call Kaylin before I go to sleep. I can't wait to call Kaylin and fall asleep.
What? How did you get in my room?
That was my day in my life.
This is a day in the life of Valerie Flint, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nap in school because I don't get up with enough time to film in the morning, so this is kind of just where it starts off. And then after that, I'll leave the Vogue and get food, and today was Taco Bell. Pretty nice, awesome place, love to go there. And then after vocational, we went to the playground where I went on the monkey bars. What a cool place. And then we went on the seesaw for a little bit. It's pretty awesome, you know, you kind of just like go back and forth, and it was pretty fun. I mean, there wasn't really much to it, so that was that. And then we decided we wanted to go on the merry-go-round, and we had to wait for this kid to go past because, you know, I had to film this. And then we were just spinning around. It was a really bad idea because we were both super dizzy, and it just like was not fun. But Angela fell off, which made it even better, which there it is. And then I fell because I was really dizzy too. And then I went to work for an hour, pretty fun. And then I went to go take a shower after work, and my cat didn't want to take a shower with me today, so I was really sad, but it's okay. And then after my shower, I will go feed my cat, and I'll give her some nice pets before she eats because, you know, she always appreciates some good pets. And then after I feed my cat, I will feed my hamster because he's pretty fat. He wants some food all the time, and he's really happy because he just got fed. And then after that, I'll go to bed and I'll snuggle up with my cat, and that's that. So that's a day in the life of Valerie Flint.
This is a day in the life of Gianna. I started my morning off bright and early at 8 a.m. because today's Sunday, which means we have to get to church by 9:45. So I rolled right on out of bed, opened up my curtains, and made my way to my bathroom to take out my retainer so I can begin getting ready for the day. First things first, I gotta curl my hair. That way I don't have bedhead walking into church this morning. And then I lock it into place with hairspray because we have a long, busy day ahead of us, and I always end up spraying myself in the eye. And now it's time to do my makeup. Not a makeup tutorial, don't know what I'm doing, just putting stuff on my face hoping it looks good, which somehow it looks decent every time. And then I make my way to my closet to where I pick out my outfit for the day. And today I was stuck between two sweaters, and I ended up choosing the American flag one because it matched my skirt a little bit better. Now I make my bed like I do every single morning, without a doubt, 100% not lying. And now I eat my breakfast, brush my teeth, and do some Bible journaling before I open up my Alani for the day, which I ended up spilling all over church. And then I go to church. We found a bounce house in the kids center, And then the rest of my day was spent with my friends just hanging out before youth group. At youth group, it never fails to make my day. It's always the best time. And then I do my workout at home, take my makeup off for the day, get into bed, and call it a night before turning off the lights. And that was a day in the life of Gianna.
Hello everyone, this is my day in the life of Andrew Copeland. I start my day bright and early at 6 in the morning, trying not to hit my head.
Good morning, world. Ow, oh, ow.
To save time in the morning, I usually shower and brush my teeth at the same time. After my shower, I get dressed and prepare myself for the day ahead. You can never forget the most important meal of the day, cereal. No milk for me today. After breakfast, I make my way to school in my car.
What did you get in my car? Hey, you don't know how to drive. You're gonna miss the bus.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can't drive, so I have to catch the bus. After barely catching the bus, I have a short day at school before heading over to my vocational. On the vocational bus, I get to sit with my amazing girlfriend, Kaylin. At the vocational, I make sure to get all my work done. Well, most of the time. Once I get home from school, I take a second to connect with nature. And look out for Bigfoot. To wrap up my day, I call Kaylin before I go to sleep. I can't wait to call Kaylin and fall asleep.
What? How did you get in my room?
That was my day in my life.
This is a day in the life by me, Luke Samardzic. Let's get into it.
The first thing I do in the morning is slowly get out of bed and turn off my alarm. After I turn off my alarm, I go into my bathroom, I turn on my shower and wait for the water to warm up. As I wait for my water to warm up, I brush my teeth. After I brush my teeth, I get into the shower and put in these hair products. After that, I go into my closet and I pick out a good outfit for the day. Once I pick my outfit, I grab my keys and I make my way out the door. As I make my way out the door, I go to my car, start it, and then go to school. Once I get to school, I go through 3 of my classes: economics, stats, then themes in literature. After that, I leave the high school and go to my vocational, radio and TV. While there, I do some work. After that, I go to my job, which is lifeguarding at the Y. After I get home from work, I make my way to my room, drop my bag off, and get ready to take a shower. I take another shower, then after that, I do some homework, then game a little bit. After that, I get into bed and relax. That was a day in the life of Luke Samardzic.
A day in the life of Samantha Lustig. First, I wake up at about 6:40 a.m., then I pick out my outfit for the day. Then I brush my teeth, brush my hair, put in my earrings, and I did the rest off camera. Then I put on my shoes, and at about 7:13, I leave my house to head off to VHS. This is me entering the school. Hi, Bella. This is me exiting after my 4 periods in the morning. Then I head off to vocational, my favorite part of the day. Then after that, I exit vocational and go home. But today, Chick-fil-A was giving away free ice cream, so I had to go get it. Then I get in my house, ate the ice cream. Then I watched Jeopardy with my family. After that, I head upstairs to my computer where I watch YouTube. Then I do a little homework. My sister wanted a Grittying cameo. Then I brush my teeth and head off to bed. That was a day in the life of Samantha Lustig.